So hey there, everybody. I am on the this fun. This is the 0.56 experimental, the most recent update that they did yesterday. Uh, I just came on to check it. I was on for about 15 or 20 minutes earlier, just kind of running around, seeing if I could, find food or what the deal was, if they'd made any changes. Little stuttering here. I did find a few things. Not in the best shape in the world, but I did find, like a gardening hoe and a jacket. I was able to make some bandages, and I found a can of tactical bacon, which I ate. Uh, what else happened? Ate some bacon. Got chased around by a zombie who I killed. Found a hat. Found some hiking boots. Found another bandana to make rags with. Found some rope. Ate a bunch of apples. Drank some water. Fought another zombie that was trapped inside of a storage shed. But I am glad I went into the storage shed because there was a burlap bag in there, and I was able to combine the bag and the rope and make a courier bag. Found some sunglasses. You can see I'm kind of basic. Got some stuff going on here. I'm in decent, okay shape health-wise. You know, mainly just because I've been doing a lot of apple picking. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe find one more here or something. Uh, I don't know how long I'm actually going to play. I do just want to kind of see what the state of things are. It seems a little better than the last time I was on the other day. Last time I was on, I spawned in on a first-person server like this, and couldn't find anything at all. Not a single thing anywhere, including no zombies. I found no gear, no food, nothing on the trees, nothing on the bushes. The only thing I could find was water from a well. That was the only thing. Couldn't find any weapons. Couldn't find any zombies to use weapons on anyway. So I found it pretty disheartening, actually. Uh, but they've done a couple of updates since then, as I understand it. So I decided to pop in today just to see where it's at. And um, I think I'm gonna run back before. Okay, I'm done with that. For those people who don't know, like, you don't really need to run to different apple trees and stuff. Just pick a tree and go. And on average, I mean, it will vary, but basically it should average out to about every 5 searches or so. You have to search like 5 times on average to find something. You'll have times where you'll search, 2 or 3 times, and boom, something will be there. You'll have other times where you'll search like 7, 8 times, and then you'll find something on the 9th time, and then on the 10th time as well. Like that kind of thing. Uh, see, there's some random ass loot here on this. I keep walking into these houses and finding a bunch of junk. Like junk spawn loot kind of things laying around. Uh, yeah, see this crazy weird, just random shite. Whoa, major find. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Maybe in there. I'd like to get out of Cami. Uh, I don't think there are any more zombies here. I think there were, I don't know if there have been some earlier or what, but I know I encountered 2 of them. Killed them. Not easily either. They were a bit of a... This is where I was when I saw the first zombie. He came in that door at me. Seems... Yeah, there's the sewing kit. actually get it to... Okay, can I use them in the hiking boots? Why is that, I wonder? I'll take that anyway. The other item, there was a head torch thingy, and it would be kind of hard to see because, you know, it's one of those like kind of wrecked ones, didn't look good, and those can often be a little difficult to spot on the ground. Did I go in this house? I'm losing track of where I've been, which is never good. I mean, technically, I don't need, I guess, that headlamp thing. I just would prefer it if I'm going to be in the dark. Prefer over the stupid flashlight. Yeah, the whole animation for the flashlights, as most people know, it's not very good. You know, they can't seem to figure out how to make a person point a flashlight while they're moving. Anyway, so but the main point of me recording right now is not so much to watch boring gameplay, which I'm sure this is. It's more just to talk about the state of DayZ and you know where it might be going and that kind of thing. The situation that I'm experiencing here in Kamishovo as a new spawn is tolerable. It's not bad. It's a little difficult. It's kind of a pain in the ass, to be quite honest. But it's not unplayable. You see everything's smooth and not having any frame rate issues. No real problems. Not getting, you know, progressive setbacks or any kind of this action. Everything seems to be, you know, nice and smooth. It's nice and it's good. It's good. It feels good. That's happy. It's happy as far as I'm concerned. Happy, good stuff there. And I've clearly found enough very basic. Yeah, this is where I found. Oh no, this is where I found my boots. Oh, where I found my boots. Anyway, there's clearly enough stuff laying around that I'm not likely to starve to death. No. Another good thing. Can count our blessings on that one. What was that? 22. Okay. That's the first firearm-related object I've found. You know. Anyway, I'm ready to get off the coast. I've done enough. I've found enough food. I've found enough basic gear, sort of. I think it's hilarious, this book here. I don't know if you can see it because it's like glitching, but the name of this book is Hunger. I think that's incredibly appropriate. Anyway, like, so I'm ready to get off the coast and move on, take the adventure elsewhere, and that's good. You know what I mean? Like, if that's a situation where you can spawn in and, you know, spend like half an hour basically dicking around and, you know, finding what you need to find, and you can be in a condition to safely move off the coast and go find something else. Right about that, the taskbar down there is broken, and either they don't care to fix it or they're unable to for some reason that I don't understand. Apparently it's been an ongoing issue. What did I just find? I found an actual can opener. That is a score. Yeah, so anyway, for whatever reason, they seem to be struggling to fix that taskbar situation down there. The hot bar, whatever it is. I don't know what it is about it that is such a major problem. And I just noticed there's a zombie over here. This zombie was not here earlier. That's interesting. I wonder if things are spawning or what have you. Interesting. Am I going to go running into other buildings and then find stuff that wasn't there before? You know what I'll do is I'm going to run to I want to run over here to the storage sheds because I was in those right before I logged out. That's where I found the burlap, and I'm just gonna go look. Let's see if anything's back. I want to stress that the server's not reset or anything, so everything should be the same. Um, but basically, like you can see, I'm not dying. You know, I now have options. Electro's close by if I want to take that route, or I could take this road up here, up into the hills, up to Tolga. You got Tolga up there. You got a couple other. There's like a castle and a couple other locations. You know, and then you can, provided you find enough to eat, you can keep going and continue the adventure, go directly inland without having to mess around with any other coast areas or anything. So I have options, and feeling hungry though. That's no bueno. See, there's nothing in here, so either zombie spawning is completely separate, or I just didn't see that zombie earlier somehow, which is also possible. Okay. Now the question is, where to? I get a little tense when I'm looting. I don't know why. Like, what will happen? Somebody walk up and like kill me or something? Who cares? Maybe get over that like stress situation, that stress reaction I have. I still like carry that from the early days of DayZ. You know, when I used to be worried about gear and things like that, and I run around like, oh, I hope no one sees me and kills me, and takes my stuff, or something. You know. Now it's like, now if somebody kills me, it's just an opportunity to try again from a different location, see what happens. You know. So I'm not sure I really want to tackle Electro. Although what I think I'll do is head up here and then head over to Electro and see how that feels. Alright, so getting back to it, my point here is that like after really what wasn't very long, maybe 30 minutes, really 30-40 minutes worth of gameplay, I found basic survival components. I was able to get sort of functionally geared. I have some basic tools that I can use. I have, I lucked out and found a can opener, which earlier I had found a can of food, and I wish I would have had the can opener at that time. That would have been nice. I ate some food from the apple trees. I drank some water. I've got some rags. I got a backpack. I got stuff happening. And it wasn't that hard to do. It really honestly was not that hard to get to this point to where I'm not panicking, I've bought myself some time. I can move inland and start doing things. But my question is, here's what I wonder. I'm coming out of Kamishovo, and Kamishovo is obviously not one of the major cities, but it is one of the major towns, and it is a key anchor point on the coastal spawn system. It's fairly large. It's well known. It hosts a lot of spawns. There is a good variety and mix of buildings there that makes it ideal for a fresh spawn, to the point where the surrounding area is often haunted by, KOS snipers who come down to prey on the new spawns, that kind of thing. It offers access to the east and north, going around Krutoy Cap up towards like the Solnichny area, to Three Valleys and Solnichny, and Factory beyond that, and then Berezino and points beyond that. And it offers access to obviously Electro, which is very nearby. It's just a couple of minutes run down the road to the west, and to points beyond there. You can also take the road that I just took, which is to head directly north and go inland up to the small village of Tolga, and there's access to the mountain paths where you can go around Castle, Raj, or however you say that, Castle Raj, and you can go past that and go sort of into Electro via like Lover's Hill and so forth. So Kamyshovo, in my opinion, it's a sort of a strategic location. It's a very important location in terms of cycling players into the game. Uh, and in certain respects, maybe one of the most important coastal locations with all that in mind. I mean, I guess that's debatable, but like I certainly feel like it's one of the very, very, very key locations in the game for new players. And there was enough there to support me, a single player, and I cannot complain. I now have the opportunity, the option to head inland and to do whatever I'm going to do. But what about other people? Did I just go and basically strip everything useful out of Cami? I don't actually know if the Cami that I just was looting in and using had been hit by other players before that. I don't know if I'm the first person to have been through there and that was all there was, or if I was getting the remnants. I don't know if now that I've been through there, say a player spawns, say right now, there's like really nothing in there. Are they now screwed because one person went through, or you know? I mean, I don't really know. Did I take a wrong turn? No, I didn't. Okay, got myself confused there a little bit. Uh, were the three zombies that were present, is that all that's going to be there? Or had there been other people through and that's why there were only three? I mean, I feel like that had to be the case because one of them was trapped. That is a sign that other people had been through there. Was stuff respawning? What is the deal? You know what I mean? Like, if me and my friend are playing and we both just spawned in fresh spawns and just by chance we both get the cami spawn, just one of us survive barely the way I am, and the other person is starving by this point, or what is happening? You know, I mean, it just that's what I can't help but wonder. I certainly hope that the stuff is respawning and that you go back in there, you're gonna find more things. But I didn't ever see anything. You know, everything that was there had been there the first time. And there was what, a half an hour or so in between. I played for about half an hour. Then I got off to fix my shadow play, and was gone for about half an hour. And when I came back, everything was still the same. Nothing had changed. Uh, you know, so I don't know if it's enough time for things to have changed. I don't know if I'm having realistic expectations. You know, but this is part of the division I think there is in the DayZ community right now. Is that if I wasn't thinking about these things, and you said to me, "Oh, it's impossible to survive," well, I just had a very contrary experience. I thought it was quite easy. I went in there, killed a couple zombies. Didn't really, get geared up or anything, but like, I found basic items. I found enough I needed to survive and leave the coast and go searching for other things and go doing other things and extend my play experience to other regions. And I'm going to say to you, well, you must not have looked, or I'm sorry it's so hard for you, or maybe you should shut up because clearly you can survive. Clearly you can do whatever. But is that, you know, just because I just happen to be lucky? You know, if someone had spawned there 20 minutes before me, um, would I have encountered a Kamishova that had nothing to offer? Except maybe a few apples on the trees or something. Like, that's what I think part of the problem is. I think people are coming on, they're having experiences like I'm having right now, and they're going, it's hard, but it's working, it's good to go. But then you have other people who are coming in behind them, behind like me. It's like somebody right now spawning at Cami and going, oh man, I'm like totally fucked, bro. Because there's nothing there, because I took everything. Well, ah, yes. Major coup. Major coup right there. Can of beans. Look at me. Look at me. Eat them beans. You eat that shit. So delicious. You know? So that's what that's what I think is happening. I think, or that's what it feels like to me at least. I mean, I don't actually know. What's that? What is this? What? What is this? Let's check this out. What do we? What? Yeah, I'll go in there. Whoop! Whoa! Got me jacked in here, I'm pretty sure, but unless community store. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's what that looks like. In case you've heard of this and were wondering what it looks like, now you know. Oh boy, that's disappointing, isn't it? It's a nice building though, for real. I'm not even being cynical. It's a nice building. Okay, keep moving. You know. I don't know. You know. Again, you know, there's enough for me to live off of here. And if every server were to be like capped out at like 10 people or something, I'd probably be fine, quite honestly. You know, this would be a damn good survival experience with some kind of vague multiplayer element. You know, yeah, you might possibly encounter one of the other people. Then And then who knows what exciting things could happen. But I don't think that's the key to DayZ. I think the key to DayZ is having more people. I think more people there are playing on any given server is going to be a direct contribution to that server's success, to the enjoyment that the players have. You need a random interaction with people is key to DayZ. You know, I keep harping on this every single time I record. And, you know, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to stop because I am pretty sure that I'm right. Because now that nobody's really playing, nobody's recording, nobody's doing videos, nobody's streaming, nobody's role playing, all the servers that were whitelisted have shut down their whitelists and they're like begging people to come on and play. You know, like it's like the what is it? The friendly flash mob role playing server. I was one of the early members of that group when you know Friendly like started that group. I was one of the first people to join, and when they opened the server, I couldn't get on the server. I couldn't get on the server, and one of the guys who was one of the main guys who did sort of administration, you know, he was like one of the main admins for that server, was somebody that I talked to quite a bit, and he was like, I can't, you know, like, he's like, the waiting list is so long, I can't help you, you know, like, you know, there's not really anything I can do. You just got to put in your app and wait. And he's like, the backlog is so bad trying to get on the server. It's going to you just got to be patient. Um, you know, that's fair, you know, but now they're constantly having like unwhitelisted, you know, days just because there's no one playing. Not even the people who are whitelisted to play on the server are playing on the server anymore. Like, so they're just like opening the gates, letting anyone come on. They don't even care who you are, or you don't have to apply to anything or be part. You don't even have to be part of the friendly group. You know, you just go on, just get anyone on there. You know, because no one's playing right now. You know. And I know that there are people who just think that that is the best thing, that they can run around all by themselves on a server, but it's, yeah, said it before, gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it again and again and again. This game does not live or die on its survival mechanics, although that is cool and everything. Hey, look at this, man. Look at this, man. I mean, now I'm geared. Look at me, man. Ooh-wee. Look at all this shit I'm finding in here. Look at me. What's this? Hockey stick. Terrorize? Why not? Just to take every last thing I can find. It'd be kind of cool if I found a weapon. That would be kind of cool. Exciting. Got a couple new weapons in the game. I'd like to check that out if possible. But anyway, it's not the survival mechanics that the game lives or dies on, and it's not the quality of PvP or the amount of weapons or, frankly, whether there are cars or shit or whatever. It's not any of that that the game lives or dies on. It's the quality of player, the quality and amount and intensity of player interactions. Anything that increases the amount of player interactions, anything that increases its likelihood, increases its, the fear or the adrenaline or the ability to role play or the ability to gesture or speak or communicate with other players. Anything that brings other players together. Some things don't have the impact that we like them to, but they're still a step in the right direction. Like, for example, the armband thing. The armband thing. I don't think it had quite the impact that they probably hoped it was going to have. Look at that, right next to each other. What do you know? You know what I should do is I should get some damn sticks and improve this courier bag of mine. Again, I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself. I don't think it really had the effect they were hoping, but I still think it was a brilliant thing, and it's the kind of thing that progresses the game because it now becomes easier for us to identify our friends, and that increases our level of interaction. That increases our abilities, to be with other people, to interact with other people, to identify other people, to have less confusion and more directed gameplay. That's what I just believe that things relating to weapons and basic survival mechanics, I think that those things are certainly things that they should be doing. There's certainly things that they should be, constantly massaging and adding and updating. But I think that the key things actually should be things that relate to, oh man, I am just scoring like crazy. Look at this. Yeah, I'll have me some of that. Can we get in there? Get a little sardine action? Let's do that. Come on. You know, clothing, gestures, new player animations, you know, ways of communicating with each other, you know, like wow. I mean, there's just maybe all you got to do is get the fucking Tolga, I guess. Maybe that's the only thing that anybody has to do. Get the Tolga, you're good. What did I just pick up? Don't need those. Energized. I am energized, dude. Wow. Untie. And that face mask? Guess I will. Yeah, I think I'll go with that instead. Oh, wow, man. Look at me. It's like a wealth of just stuff. I don't even know what to think at this time. I have so much gear right now. It's not that good, but I mean, I am kind of surprised right now. But anyway, getting back to my point, I mean, the key to everything is just player interactions, and they can let all this other stuff go. Like, I think that they could probably go Drop the entire CLE thing entirely. Just like just throw it out the window. Honestly, like I'm not taking that big yellow bag. Fuck all that. Like just throw that shit right out the window and just do some manual tweaking and adjustment of the loot tables and stuff. Um, so there's a little more survivory and not quite so easy to get stuff, particularly food. But at the same time as they're, lowering the amount of food, add more things to hunt with, that kind of thing. But really, other than that, just like focus on things that make it easier for players to interact and do their thing. I really just think that is, so super key to everything, and everything else is just some kind of bullshit side note that's not really that important. You know, like I don't understand a lot of why they do some of the things they're doing. Um, don't really know why they've made some of the decisions that they're making. But I guess it's not really up to me to know, I suppose. Like a deer at a water hole or something. Yeah, just pump. Can I? Is that okay? Can we do that? Look at me, energized and hydrated. Energized and hydrated like a boss right now. People keep saying they find guns everywhere. I have yet to see a firearm. Although the other day when I was playing, I did find a trumpet, or whatever it's called. Trumpet, trombone, something. Well, alright, so now what? Guess I don't know what to do with myself now. Now I'm lost.